Yo. Alright guys, welcome back to another video, man. Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna just hop right into the UFC Reddit. From there, I have a bunch of different topics I want to talk about, and we'll go from there, man. So the first thing I saw was this. Kevin Holland, before he was talking about retiring, he was like, yo, after the Hamza fight, I can't be at the top. I forget what exactly he was saying, but essentially he was like, yo, I don't think I could be champion, so I'm gonna just retire young. He was basically saying some shit like that. But this past week it got announced that Kevin Holland will be fighting Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, which is gonna be amazing fight. So this was a meme that obviously some random dude created. Kevin Holland reposted it. It was like, hey, y'all funny. But yeah, man, honestly I'm really looking forward to the fight, just because Stephen Thompson, easily the best karate in the UFC. Like, Kevin Holland is still a beast, bro. Like, honestly, I don't think him losing to Hamza even ruins his ranking that much. Honestly, if anything, it just raises his bar, just because people are now like, yo, he's actually talking that shit and he backs it up. Like, he took a Hamza fight, which everyone knew he was definitely not prepared for. He just took it, fought him. Even though he lost, still just had the balls to fight him. Huge props to Kevin Holland, man. His fight against Stephen Thompson, really looking forward to. Yo, they clowning DC on here, saying he looks like a Foot Locker manager. Yo, honestly though, DC on WWE, personally, I don't watch it. But I know DC is a fan of it, and for him to be, I think he was like a ref on there. That's super dope. I'm all for it. Hey, if you ever wanted to do something and you get the chance to do it, it's always lit. So shout out DC for doing that. Oh, dude, this has nothing to do with the UFC and all to do with the NBA, but this shit's just funny to me. Like, I don't know if you guys are fans of the NBA, but if you saw this, Draymond Green punched the fuck out of Jordan Poole right here. He said, boom. Bro, like, just watching it, the first time I watched it, I was like, yo, I know Draymond's hands hurt, because that was bare knuckle. Like, dude, like, so he's obviously, they're talking shit to each other. Jordan Poole pushes him. Bro, that's bare knuckle right to the dome. His hands gotta hurt. Like, obviously Jordan Poole's probably fucked, but Draymond's hands, I know them shits hurt. But that was like a solid straight punch, bruh. Just watching it, just as a fan of the NBA, I was like, yo, this shit's crazy. Because usually fights like this never get leaked, and for it to get leaked, especially the TMZ, wild. Oh, and bro, since we're already on kind of the topic of NBA, I watched a Redeem Team documentary literally yesterday when it came out. Super fire. If you guys want a recommendation on Netflix, the Redeem Team documentary, 100% watch that. And as always, shout out Kobe Bean Bryant, man. Oh, also, this whole past week there was a whole thing about Islam and Charles Oliveira. Or it was mostly Islam talking shit to Oliveira, basically being like, because I think originally Oliveira and his team were supposed to reach Abu Dhabi like 20 days, I think, or it was like basically like 2 weeks before the fight. Islam started talking shit and was like, yo, you're only gonna be here 2 weeks before the fight, or you're already thinking about backing out. He's basically talking shit on Twitter. Here, I just saw this on the Reddit. It shows Charles and his team in Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna be giving my preview of the card next week. But bro, I'm so excited. Like, obviously we got Charles, Islam, but then we got Aljo, TJ, we got Sean O'Malley, Peter Yan, Benil Dariush is on that card. The card is absolutely stacked. I'm gonna be giving my preview on it next week, but bruh, we'll look forward to that. So saw this too, Johnny Walker versus Paul Craig in January. This is gonna be a lit ass fight. They're both super tall, lanky individuals. Johnny Walker surprisingly got a rear naked choke his last fight. But I mean, Johnny Walker is typically a striker, whereas Paul Craig, on the other hand, he's legit just a jiu-jitsu guy. In his last fight, he would literally willingly went on his back and tried to get a bunch of triangles. In his UFC career, he's had so many instances of him being on his back, almost looked like he was about to lose, and then he ended up getting a triangle for the win. So this fight is gonna be crazy. And yeah, man, this card, it's gonna be in Brazil. Johnny Walker is from Brazil. I wonder who else is gonna be on this card, because already it's gonna be, I know for a fact, just
it being in Brazil is gonna be crazy. On this card though, I wonder if they end up doing the Glover versus Jiri fight as well in Brazil, because either way, I think if Glover wins, it's obviously crazy for Brazil. You get another Brazilian champ. But on the other hand, if Glover loses, I still think Glover handles his losses like a champ. Jiri is just a good dude, so I think it'll be very wholesome either way, and it's not gonna be too crazy. But at the same time, when looking from Jiri's perspective, I think since he is a champ right now, I think for his first defense being in Brazil, I don't see the UFC doing that. Also, I feel like it's a little unfair to him to literally have him defend the belt in enemy territory for his first time defending the belt. So I don't know, man. I know either way, card's about to be stupid lit. I hope, dude, imagine if they get Amanda Nunes on this card. I think it might be too early. I don't know how quickly she's willing to fight, but if we get Amanda Nunes on this, it's gonna be crazy. Another like a dominant Brazilian champion. I really wanted Jose Aldo to stay for one more fight, so he was able to fight on this card. Because, bro, just imagine the King of Rio retiring in Rio. It would have been so cold. Win, lose, or draw. I think that it would have been sick. But unfortunately, he already retired, so I don't think that's going to be happening. But either way, this card should be fire. Yeah, man, honestly, I think that will do it for this week. Kind of a short video, but there really isn't too much happening right now in the UFC. This week, there were no fights. Next week, we have a fight night, and then the week after that, we got UFC 280. So there's going to be a bunch of more stuff to talk about. With that, be sure to check out all the links in the bio. At least it's something I do. And, man, with that, out of here. Peace.